I like that. Just not like. I like that. Like. Hey. Come on, bro, at it. Shot like. That like. Just not like. Hey. I like that. Like. Hey. Let's stop trying to. Shot like. That. Hey. Okay.
National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Landover. Chris Rodriguez now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 31. Has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offenses.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. He's running for it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Ahmed is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Cordero Patterson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Austin put in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good for a gain of 5. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 46. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. Now Boswell on to send this away. Rodriguez on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's brought down for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Daniels back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Those defenses spend all week trying to find that numbers advantage. How can I get a guy free? Or how do I get my best rusher in a one-on-one to beat him and get home and get that sack? That was study put into action for the SACK.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Steelers, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Wilson on 3rd down. We'll get this to Jefferson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Steelers trying to make some noise before halftime. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Russ setting to throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, here's Russ. Dumps it off to his running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Russ is cooking again. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Sticking in the air with Wilson. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing again, here's Wilson. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Going power with a big tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The Commanders head out now late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Ertz reels it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. A final throw before the break. It's Dotson on the catch. And he'll get it up to the 27. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Calvin Austin on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Warren quick on the draw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Russ now from the gun. Catch made by Austin. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Wilson now from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
On fourth down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that brings up 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Steelers have a short field in front of them as they take over. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Ross off the play fake. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They give to Harris from the gun. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Jamison Crowder on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Handoff now to Eckler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Play fake here, Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. So we're through 3 here. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throw complete to Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Eckler running dead ahead. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd and goal, Eckler. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Steelers want to end it in regulation if they can. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Setting up to pass. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Staying with Eckler. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Running with Eckler again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Ramiz Ahmed. This from 30 yards out. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
It's all lined up. Ahmed ready to send this flying. Patterson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Short pass brought in. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, but not the big play they needed. Just a gain of 5. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. No surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.